So welcome everyone to this video. It's been a minute and I'm glad to have you all back. So in this video we are going to learn how to make awesome thumbnails using the Inshot app. I don't think it is everyone that knows that you can actually make YouTube thumbnails with the Inshot app. Everybody likes to depend on Canva and other apps, but you can make thumbnails with the InShot app, and there are many features on there that can help you to make great looking thumbnails. So let's get to it. So first off, you want to download the InShot app. If you don't already have it, you can see it at the very top. Among my favorites, I love using it so much. So it opens up, and then you have three options: to make a video, edit a photo, or to make a collage. So using the photo editing option, you can create awesome thumbnails. So we just go ahead and click on the middle one. So click on add new, which is the green bar, to provide you with a blank canvas to work on. So it will take you to your camera roll. So you select at least one image that you want to use for your thumbnail. That is, if you intend to use images for your thumbnail. So the first thing you want to do is to select the canvas, the ratio, aspect ratio, which of course is a YouTube thumbnail. So you select 9 by 16 or 16 by 9 or whatever. So once it has been selected, then you go ahead and begin to adjust the image. So as it's with the case for thumbnails, if you want to use only this particular image, then you can make it to fill up the whole canvas. But if not, then you adjust it by pinching and dragging to the size that you want, so that you will have space for your other images. So your menu bar is at the bottom, where you have a host of options to edit your thumbnail. So first off, let's try to check the background color. You can see you have that option when you click on the background option. So you choose the color you want instead of the white that was originally there. So the next thing you can add to your thumbnails to make them pop is stickers. And in short, you have myriad of stickers. These are some of the ones that I have downloaded. I have not downloaded a ton, but if you have downloaded them, which is very easy to do, you can go ahead and choose whichever one that resonates with the topic of your thumbnail and then add it to your design. So I'm just going to add a few to show you guys how it's done. So when you see anyone that you like, you click on it, you can see it has appeared, then you go ahead to edit it and position it where exactly you want it to be. You also have the option to erase whatever you do not like from the picture, since it is a photo editor. And since we're using the free version, you can go ahead and erase it manually. So you can see wherever you paint is where will be erased. So you have that option. But you can do an auto erasure by subscribing to the paid version of InShot. So next up, as we go on making our thumbnail, is you can also add doodles to your thumbnail to make it pop and noticeable. So this is the, when you click on doodle at the bottom menu bar, this pops up. You have the option to reduce or increase the tip of your pen. You can see the color bar. You can choose any color of pen that you want along the bar, and then you can choose the way the doodle appears. And there's also an option to erase if you don't like what you are seeing. So I'm going to just go ahead and make a few doodles to add to my thumbnail. So let's say you want to add other images to your thumbnail. So you just go ahead and click on the PIP with the plus button, what you will call overlay in other editors. So when you click on it, as you can see, another picture or image has been added. Then you go ahead and resize and place it where you want to be, where you want it to be, and then you can add as much or as many images as you want, and then resize them all. Then you also have the option to mask your images. By masking it, it's just like placing it in a frame, sort of. So when you click on the shape of the mask you want, that is how that image is going to appear. It also adds a lot to your thumbnail, making it more noticeable. You also have the crop and the rotate options, which you can apply to the images that you have imported into your thumbnail, all with the aim of making an excellent thumbnail. You also have the option of adding a frame to your thumbnail. So you click on the frame button and different shapes of frames pop up that you can choose from. And when you select a particular frame, then you go ahead and edit it to your taste. As I said before, you also have the option to crop or rotate your image. Also, you can also add filters and adjust colors to your heart's content. But over to the most important part, the text, right? So you want to go in and add a text to your thumbnail so that's to draw the eye of whoever sees it. So when you click on the text button, you have the menu pop up and you have the option to type. You can even choose the fonts that are available or import your own, and you can also change the color of the text. Basically, it is the whole 9 yards. So we're going to just go ahead, type in our text and edit it and choose a font that we like. Then we can place the text where we want. So you can click on the A and select one letter A to choose a font. Then with the color wheel, that is where you choose the color of your text. Then with the keyboard icon is where your keyboard pops up. And then you can also click on the lines to align your text and all whatnot. And whatever option you choose, whenever you're in InShot, be sure to click the tick sign on the right side of the screen so that the option will be applied to your edit. As I said before, when you click on these three lines at the end, this page pops up. So you have the option to adjust word spacing, line spacing, to make your text bold, underline or italicize it. And you can also make your text to be curved into a curve, a spiral, or even a heart shape. So basically you have a lot of options that you can use to make great thumbnails in InShot. So this is the curved text option. So when you select it, you see what happens to the text that we have already typed. If you want your text curved, you can see it. If you want it to do an S shape, you can also get it done using your Inshot app. You can see as I click on each one, the text changes. So to take your thumbnail to an even higher level, you can apply a bit of AI for a good purpose. So instead of editing in the photo editor, you click on the collage, then click on the AI blend. So it will take you to your camera roll, especially if you have a thumbnail that has several images. Instead of picking each of them one by one and resizing them, you just select all the images you want to include in your thumbnail from your camera roll. You can select 12 to 20, 2 to 20 rather, then click on the check sign, the green check sign. When you click on it, the Inshot AI will automatically blend the images. You can see how beautiful it is. It has blended them. All the pictures are clearly visible, and then they are cool. But you want to go ahead and select your thumbnail aspect ratio, right? So which I have selected just like we did at the beginning. So you can see how it has blended it without you having to resize each and place each image where you want it to be. So that is another way you can create beautiful looking thumbnails in the Inshot app. So after selecting your aspect ratio, you can change the blend or the degree of blending. You can see when you click on blend, you can push the button to change the degree of blending just the way you want it. Then of course you can change the layout of the blend. So you can see we're on the first one. You can choose anyone, the second, third, fourth. There are many options. You can see when you click on another one, you see how it appears. It all depends on you. And I think this one is very beautiful. The way the flower is in the middle and it's prominent. So it all depends on you. So those are the options that you have inside the AI blend. So once you have blended and the blend is right, you now download the image to your phone, because in this particular option you cannot add text. So when you download the blend, then you now go back to your photo editor, upload that blend as you can see that I have done here, select it from your camera roll, then you can now go ahead and add your text or any other sticker that you wish to add to the blend to make an eye-catching thumbnail. I'm just going to go ahead and add text to this blend to tell people what exactly the video is all about, right? With the background of this stunning blend that has been achieved in the Inshot app. So I have put my text. So as usual, you type your text, choose the font you like, and then place the text where you want it to be on the thumbnail. And then you can edit it however you want, changing the color, changing the size, changing the spacing and all that, the way you did earlier. And when you are done, you can see how stunning this thumbnail looks. And then when you are satisfied with your thumbnail, you can just go ahead and click export at the top right hand corner of your phone screen. And I hope you know everything is on your phone, because this is a mobile app.